Most of us keep a close watch for the things that scare us: failure, bad luck, or the risk of looking foolish. Yet the most effective thief of a person's potential is a quiet, inviting sensation that feels exactly like a reward. Comfort is a deceptive trap. It convinces you that you've done enough, while it slowly erodes the discipline required to keep what you've built. In a small village surrounded by golden fields, a farmer named Raghav lived a life that, on the surface, appeared to be the picture of success. Every morning he spent in his favorite chair was a transaction. He was trading the long-term stability of his farm for the immediate ease of a cool breeze and a hot cup of tea. While the sun was still below the horizon, Raghav would settle into an old wooden chair outside his house. He lived on fertile land with a simple, comfortable home. Everything he needed seemed to be already within reach. He watched as the other villagers walked toward their fields with tools balanced on their shoulders. They moved with a sense of urgency that Raghav no longer felt. When his wife suggested it was time to join them, Raghav had a ready answer. "There's still plenty of time," he'd say. "I'll start tomorrow." That single word allowed him to avoid the heat of the day without feeling like he was giving up. But one day of rest became a week, and then a month, until doing nothing became his primary habit. This is how comfort operates. It feels like safety, whispering that a break is deserved, while it quietly removes the momentum needed to survive a crisis. Eventually, the neglect became visible. Weeds began to claim the edges of Raghav's fields, and the soil grew packed and dry from lack of attention. The wooden fence surrounding his property began to rot. He noticed the leaning posts and the brittle slats, but fixing them required a level of exertion he was no longer used to. Just across the road, his neighbors were in a state of constant motion. They spent their afternoons clearing rocks, digging deeper wells, and reinforcing their perimeters under the sun. While Raghav stayed within the comfort of the familiar, these farmers were testing new tools and studying the weather, adding layers of resilience to their land every single day. This illustrates the law of compounding choices, where lives diverge based on daily repetitions. The upper path of daily discomfort creates an exponential curve of preparation. The easy lower path forms a downward curve, accumulating a silent debt of vulnerability. On any given Tuesday, the difference between these two farmers looked negligible, but over a season, the gap in their structural strength became a chasm. The test arrived with the rainy season. Dark clouds gathered over the village, and heavy winds began to batter the fields. Raghav's fence, weakened by months of ignored rot, finally gave way. It collapsed under the first sustained gust of wind. During the night, while the village was hunkered down, wild animals entered through the gap. By sunrise, the crops Raghav had relied on for his future were gone. The storm simply audited the work Raghav had failed to do. It pulled back the curtain on a farm that had been hollowed out by months of easy choices. The next morning, Raghav stood in the mud. The quiet of the village was broken only by the sound of his neighbors inspecting their own farms that had survived the wind and the rain. A village elder walked over to where Raghav stood. He didn't offer pity. He offered a perspective that Raghav could no longer ignore. "Storms don't destroy prepared people," the elder noted. "Comfort destroys preparation." A difficult life is often the cumulative result of thousands of easy choices. Conversely, an easier, more secure future is bought with thousands of difficult choices made today. Raghav looked at his ruined land and realized he was the one who had invited the destruction. By choosing the chair every morning, he had personally dismantled his own defenses. The following morning, Raghav was in the field before the sun. He dug post holes until his hands bled. He cleared the debris until his muscles seized. Every time the chair whispered for him to sit, he picked up his heavy tools instead. Months later, with a new fence and a resilient crop, he looked at that wooden chair. He finally saw it for what it was, an anchor that had kept him drifting while everyone else moved forward. We all have a version of that chair. For some, it's the distraction of a screen. For others, it's the habit of waiting for a perfect moment that never arrives. Take a hard look at your daily routine. Identify the one comfortable habit that is currently costing you your future and walk away from it. The life you want is waiting on the other side of that decision.